The purpose and point of moving into the van is because I want to travel. I want to get out more. I want to do stuff. I'm tired of sitting at home all the time. Blah, 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 blah. It's driving me nuts. I'd like to share it with somebody, to be honest, but I think that'll come. Because the main reason I'm not sharing my life with anybody right now is because, well, I don't go anywhere. So it's kind of a circular argument here. So as much as I would like to go share these adventures with someone, I got to go out, start having adventures if I want even the smallest chance of finding someone to share the adventures with. Where do you start? I tried online dating. That was a wash. That just, nah, it's not for me. That's really not for me. A lot of the first dates that I went on, we'd be texting. I don't know why. It's always texting. I hate texting, but we'd be texting. And it'd be flirty and fun, and we'd get to know each other. And then we'd go for dinner. And that flirty, fun woman that I was talking to via text, perhaps even the occasional gasp phone call. Oh, wow. Texting, far too limited. Editing, it's great for, yeah, okay, meet you at 7. Great, that works. The rest of it? No. For anything deeper? No. That's why we have emojis. The emojis, I think, exist solely and primarily to try and communicate a deeper level of emotion, content, context than just these little limited, that our thumbs can do on a keyboard. We'd get to the date, we'd sit down, we'd say hi, and hey, nice dress, oh, hey, whatever. The usual banalities, small talk. And then, flirty and fun, it's like it never happened. It would be an interview. What do you do for work? So they've got their clipboard and they're hiding behind it. And do you have a job? Check. Not a conversation starter. Not what do you do for work? Well, they ask what do you do for work, but really what they're asking is do you have a job? Are you financially stable? Check. Do you have kids? Not a conversation starter, just thinking, check. Okay. How long have you been employed? Do you make good money? I've been asked this. How much do you make? Oh, I'm not telling you that. Ooh. Ooh. And then came, the question. The question. You want to know what the question is? Let me tell you what the question is. The question is, Mark, what are you looking for in a relationship? Or worse yet, just a straight up, what are you looking for? Okay, so I don't know if that's a trick question or what the deal is, but I know from experience at least, every single time that question comes up, we are not going to work. We will not make it to a second date. Why are you wasting my time with a job interview? I'm a funny guy. You know this. Even if it was edited through text, I'm still a funny guy. You're flirty and fun, even if it was edited through text. The funny guy wants to meet the flirty girl, and I'm sure the flirty girl wants to meet the funny guy. And yet we come in there, and I'm smiling, and I'm happy, and I'm ready to engage. And this is the part that annoys me. I'm ready to engage. I'm ready to see what this situation is going to evolve into. Maybe nothing. I don't know. Maybe nothing. Maybe something. We never get the chance because the minute we meet in person, bam, the walls go up. They go on guard. Okay. All they want to know is the size of my wallet. Not the size of anything else. My heart, get your mind out of the gutter. My wallet. Okay, this says it all right there. So I can only assume, and it is an assumption because nobody's ever told me this, but when they ask that question, they're doing a self-evaluation. They are deciding for me whether or not they are a suitable candidate for my romantic interests. And that's the thing. It's a stupid question. We're on a date. What the hell do you think I'm looking for? I'm looking for friendship, romance, love, sex, something. I gave up on dating. I did. I see no point to doing this at all. At least not in the online sense. So yeah, it goes back to the beginning. Get out, get in the world, have a life, find a life. Just do me, and she can do her, and our paths will cross, and maybe one day love will bloom. Until then, I already have a job. I'm not interested in interviewing anymore. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Yeah, I think the online dating scene is one that is populated, excuse me, largely by the fearful and the insecure. People that are afraid to go out and meet somebody in person. They're trying to use that glass screen as a filter to filter out all the bad dates and just go straight to the good stuff. Doesn't work that way. So going through online dating is your view of that person, that woman, is limited by that screen right there. It's a filter, but it's an imperfect filter. It does not portray anything remotely resembling reality. Though it wasn't a conscious thought at the time, I was using the online platforms as a filter of sorts. So you go on, you see a profile, you see a photo, and you, oh, I like blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's fine. That could be interesting. And then you talk and, yeah, okay. Whatever was on that profile, complete fiction, or maybe being held in reserve. See if I make the qualifying rounds. So earlier I mentioned, I was talking about the online dating and how I get the feeling these women, when they ask the question, they're running through a self-evaluation to judge their suitability. That's my feeling on it. It occurred to me, I do the same thing. Let me tell you why I think that. So some months ago, I was at the liquor store and I came out of the cooler there, and in front of me, headed towards the till, same place I was going, was a woman. Dang, she looked good from behind. Oh my, my, my. She was a beautiful woman. We got up to the till, and she turned to face the cashier, and I got a look at the front. Also very beautiful, possibly a teenager though. I'm like, oh, too young. Oh, I feel kind of creepy now, but oh, she was beautiful. And naturally, she gets ID'd, and she fishes her driver's license out of her wallet, says, "This never gets old." And then she turns and looks at me and flashes an incredible smile. What a smile. Outshined every other aspect of her. And believe me, that was no mean feat when I say she was a beautiful woman. She flashes this smile and tells me, "I'm 42. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. So for a moment, for a moment, hope flared in my chest. There's hope for the old man. And then just as quickly it was snuffed out, because I self-evaluated and came to the conclusion of so far out of my league as to be, yeah, no, just no. And I did that self-judgment. I think we all do it. We all do it. It was an interesting little episode. I'm certainly going to remember that smile. I think about this and I think, well, why are we judging ourselves so harshly? What makes me think that I'm out of her league? I don't know what her league is. I really don't. Any more than these women that I was on a date with knew what I was interested in, what I would consider suitable. I've dated women who were beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beyond words. And it didn't last long because it was just pretty paper. It was just wrapping. The inside was not desirable at all. I've dated women who the wrapping was average or even unattractive. But we lasted for longer anyway, because their spirits, their personalities, they were beautiful on the inside. And for me at least, that is something that I am always on the lookout for. I'm more interested on the inside than the outside. Though I'd be lying if I didn't say that a dazzling smile won't make my heart skip a beat, especially if it's aimed at me. Again, it circles back to get out, get in life, see how people respond to and react to the real world. Not just you or me, but everything. Okay, I could be sitting there talking to you, we're having a fun time, but then I see something, and if I say something rude about a complete stranger, you know a lot about me right off. When it comes to dating, it's in the real world or not at all. That's where I'm at.